What's good, everybody? The North Father is here. Today we taking a trip down Tookaville. Yes, gone but not forgotten. Rest in peace to Tooka. You know, Tooka represented what some people call part of the first blood that started the bad blood in Chicago with the gangs. And it's truly a sad situation. But Tooka's death was not only felt in Chicago. Not only did people die from Chicago, we're going to take a trip today to Philly. That's what we're going to do. Where this young man lost his life for disrespecting Tooka. And it's all sad and it's senseless. You know, I'm from New York, but I'm not going to diss Chicago because they can't find me. Anybody can be found. Anybody. Or people in your hometown could take a offense to your misbehavior, and they could deal with it. And they could deal with you. You could be dealt with. A couple of years back, a young comedian from Philly, his name is Wooxbiddy, aka Skinny, made some comments about 63rd and old Block. And a couple of days after that, on Christmas Eve, the young man lost his life. I don't truly understand what happened. I think he tried to contact people from that town, and they didn't contact him back, so he just went off about it.
Nobody called me. Nobody hit me up. It's fuck 63rd, fuck Tooka, fuck Duck, fuck all them. You already know. Full block shit. You know, long little grandson, V-Roy and T-Roy. And can't forget Heck. Fuck your talk.
Now that is undoubtedly a hell of a sad way to lose your life. I mean, there are casualties of war all the time, but this is a young man that had nothing to do with the situation. Wooxbiddy had nothing to do with the situation. So why put yourself in harm's way where you could lose your life? Tooka, in my eyes, should represent a national day amongst people in the struggle. I don't expect people to go to Washington and people have a day off from school and work and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can only wish for stuff like that. But as far as people in the hood, people in the struggle all over the country, you know what I'm saying? From New York to Cali, from Chicago to Detroit, all the way down to the South, wherever. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I put Tooka along the same lines of another young man from Chicago who lost his life, Mr. Emmett Till. That's what I think. I put Tooka along them same lines. You could almost compare Mr. Tooka to a young Emmett Till who lost his life in Mississippi during the racial violence. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tooka went down at the hands of another nigga. You know, I like to say God definitely bless his mother, his brothers, his family. You know what I'm saying? This was, the gang life is way out of control in Chicago. And I think the parents of these young guys out here, whether they deceased or not, the parents got to come together. We got to have a fundraiser function. We got to start wearing the shirts. And if any gang member see a parent wearing a Tooka shirt, a King Von shirt, a FBG shirt, these parents should not be touched. It has to be rules in Chicago. You can't depend on the police to enforce too much because the police is making money off the bodies. I mean, come on, you see the Chirac on YouTube. These guys, the guys in the jail, the correctional officers in jail is filming the young black prisoners in jail, making money off it. The police is filming crime scenes, putting it on YouTube, getting 100,000 views, in some cases 1 million views. The police is getting paid off the backs of these Chicago young men. So why would you expect them to solve a lot of these crimes? They're part of the reason why these young kids is running rampant out there. They're making money off the backs of our young black kids in Chicago. They making money off the, I mean, we got these young rappers making 30, 40, 50,000 views. They getting money they never seen before. You got the police buying new boats, new houses, buying their mistresses' houses, buying their kids' houses. The police is making millions off of young kids like Tooka. We have to represent young people like Tooka and make sure his death don't go in vain. That's why I'm going to be doing stories on Tooka as well. His name has to ring bells. We have to let it be known that Tooka was somebody. Shout out to St. Lawrence and 63rd. I'm not from 63rd, but I'm going to give it a big time shout out. Shout out to 63rd. This is the Nard father. Shout out to Tooka and his mother, his brothers. Rest in peace. I'm out. I love you all. Peace.